Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bengals and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that...
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive, he may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. On the sneak, it's Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
So that one will be accepted. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Pollard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right out.
Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Bengals grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now.
Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski, 38 yards. And the Bengals on one play have taken the lead. McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now Pollard. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. They'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Bengals in that first half. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Both teams with some extra time to prepare during this long halftime break, but we're about ready to restart the second half of Super Bowl 57. So let's get back out to Arizona and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
On third down, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Play action now. Prescott. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Elliott.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And, Charles, we look at the performance so far. 3 touchdown passes. Been pretty good, but they're losing.
You start with the positive, exactly as you stated. The 3 touchdown passes already thrown. You see them here getting it done. But the rest of the team, as well as himself, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to try and rally themselves back into the lead.
Absolutely. They've got to find a way to turn it around. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Burrow. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there for Cincinnati. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample there to make the grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! 75 yards. And the Cowboys strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side, complete to Chase. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again, we're going to look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Well, quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked the same way, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Now Burrow. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's got Rome. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they will take a knee here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.